Hello everyone and welcome back. If this is the first time you have come across our channel, hello, my name is Nicole and I am the creator behind Firefly Creations. Right now, main focus for us is crochet amigurumi. That is really what has started this channel off. I am starting to get into silicone beads, so I do keychains, wristlets, and there is one new thing that I am hopefully going to get into prior to our next market, but I am waiting for a large order to come in and it has been delayed. So hopefully, I would love it if we got it by the end of this week, but I think we're not going to see it until early next week. So today is Tuesday, November 25th. Our next market coming up is December 6th, so we're not that far away now, just about a week and a half. And we have some work to do still. I have gotten a few new plushies done, and I'm going to share that with you in just a minute here. One thing I did want to share with you as well, so with this market coming up, so this is the market that is in our local shopping mall. And it's a big to-do. I did not realize, so when I was talking to the organizer at our last market, the contract that they have to abide by is crazy. She said they received a 30-plus page contract that we have to adhere to. So there is some interesting rules, some rules that I have not had to deal with. So I actually had to purchase new tablecloths for my tables. So I typically what I've had up to this point, I've had one 6-foot table, one 5-foot table, and I've been using the tablecloths that you see across markets all over the place. They're that elasticy stretch tablecloth. There's elastics at the bottom. They kind of hook around the bottom feet, and then in a lot of cases, so for my tablecloths in particular, when they're all connected the way they should be, they kind of hump up like this. So when you have items under the tables, you might be able to see some of the totes and anything that you might be storing under there. The tablecloths that we have to use for this market in the mall, they have to be floor length. Nothing can be seen underneath the table. So I bought 2 new tablecloths for 6-foot tables that go straight down to the floor, and they should be touching the floor when they're on. They're the same kind of material, so they stretch across the top. So hopefully they look okay. I haven't actually tested one. I was going to use them for my last market because I received them just a day or two prior to that. But I realized when I do indoor markets, my sign that I normally have hung across the back of my tent when I do outdoor markets, I have it Velcroed to the tablecloth, and I didn't put Velcro on these new tablecloths. I might not do that. I might actually look at safety pinning it on. I don't know. It's a very heavy, I don't even know. It's not plastic, but it's quite heavy. It's made for outdoor use. If it could get rained on, snowed on, everything. And I think I might look at purchasing a new one that is fabric that just kind of lays over the top and will hang in front, almost like a tablecloth itself with my logo on it. So I might look at grabbing one of those for next year's markets when I do indoor markets. But for now, we will sort something out for the sign that I have currently. So that was one rule that we have to abide by, was a floor length tablecloth. So I have those all set. The other rule too, which shouldn't be a problem for me, I will measure and make sure I don't go over, but we can't have anything that is over 5 feet tall. So that's whatever height the table is, and then whatever we put on the top of the table, it can't exceed 5 feet. Definitely some interesting rules that we haven't had to abide by, or I haven't had to abide by up to this point. So, but I'm still super excited for it. Fingers crossed. It is super busy and a fantastic day. It is going to be a longer market. It runs from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it is going to be a full day that will be there. So I'm definitely hoping we can get some footage of the actual market that day as well. But I'm rambling on. This video is just about market prep and just about what we are going to get ready for this upcoming market and what we can get accomplished. So far, what I have gotten done. And I'm not sure if I've shown you guys a couple of things that I've already done up, but we have 2 more of the clams and the pearls done for this market. I'm hopefully going to try and get 1 or 2 more. This little pearl is not centered, so you should be able to see the little eyeballs sticking out there. So we have 2 more of those. Of course, we sold 1 at our last market, and we did have several people looking at them, so I wanted to make sure I had more than just the 1 this time going into that market. So we got that. I did get another turtle done. So this turtle I actually worked up with blanket yarn. Normally I just use the chenille yarn, but I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. So we have that one done up so far. Something new that I have made for the first time, and I think I'll make more of these as well, are the chill pills. So he's a decent little size for this one. Couple of these guys, so these guys aren't 100% done. I have a couple finishing touches to do, but I did a couple more little bald eagles. I haven't done these for the last couple markets, but the ones that I did have sold really quickly. So almost done. I just have to finish off their little tail feathers as well as sew on their feet. These ones do have quite a bit of sewing. So their little beaks get sewn on, their wings get sewn on. The only thing that I do a little bit differently that works out for me that I prefer is the head feathers and the tail feathers. When you read the pattern, you're supposed to do them by themselves and then sew them onto the head. I just crochet them right into the top of the head and into the butt of the bald eagle. So that way they're just crocheted right in and they're not going anywhere. So yeah, so we'll have to finish those up this week. I started doing some more leggy froggies. So I don't think it was the last market, the market prior to that. Our leggy froggies were one of the bigger sellers, and I didn't make more up for the last market. So I wanted to make sure I restocked on these guys. So using some of the new colors. So this is one of the new colors that I purchased in the burlap blanket yarn. So this one's he's completely done. Got his little mouth on there. We have 2 more. So, oh, they're all tangled up together. So we've got 2 more. They just need to be stuffed, sewn together. That is the same color. And I'll do a couple more in this color as well. I have one that's sort of pink and gray and white. So again, needs to be stuffed and sewn together. And then I forgot I had some of the Christmas color yarn. So we'll do some of this and the green, white, and red. So I'll do a few more of those, but those all need to be stuffed and sewn together. What else do I have here? Oh, I got a couple of these done. I just did these quickly before bed last night. I did a couple more little Mallard Squish, so I want to get some more of those done as well because they're always usually a top seller that I have at the markets. And then the last video I was showing you with the new yarn that I purchased. So we got some of the new Premier Basics yarn. So very similar to the blanket yarn. Smaller skeins compared to what the Bernat blanket yarn is. So the Premier Basics, if you haven't purchased it before, the skeins are only 75 yards, so you don't get a ton of yarn. Obviously, it's a cheaper price point, so you're going to get what you pay for. In the Bernat blanket yarn, I think when I looked, it was about 220 yards, so you definitely get quite a bit more. So with the 75 yards, it basically finished off one project. So I decided to do a jellyfish, and I do have a little bit of yarn left, and I'll show you how much I have left. But after doing the jellyfish, so in the multicolored, we're able to get the head done, the underneath, and then the curly tentacles. This same yarn, so these are the colors that I bought to match this, and that's why I love the way that they have it set up on their website. You can color match with the solid colors to the multicolored. So use those 3 colors. So we got the orange, yellow, and green. And then I'll show you because it's just sticking out here. So oops, got caught up with something else. This is all that's left. So not a whole lot left after doing that jellyfish. I might have enough in here to do a turtle like this. So be able to do the shell in the multicolored, and then I'll just use one of these solid colors for the fins and the head. So should be able to use that in a full project, no problem. But yeah, just keep that in mind. If you are purchasing the Premier Basics, it is a smaller skein of yarn. So buy multiple if you want to do a bigger project for sure. So that's what we have so far in the crochet. Now, I did mention that I'm doing some silicone beads as well, so I was able to do some more wristlets. So I'll just show you here quickly what I have. So I did one of these guys. So kind of a cow pattern, some oranges, blacks, browns, kind of neutral tones. I had some more sunflower beads, so I did this one. So we have some sunflowers with some nice yellow and green in there. And then I just did one in blue. I haven't had one on my table that's blue. So we did this one in blue. Let's see if I can get it the right way. So some light blue on the top, and then it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but these white ones almost look like a pearlized white. So they have a little bit of texture in the side of the bead, and then these ones have a little bit of multicolor in them as well. So I was able to get 3 of those done. And then I just did a couple of extra keychains to add. I did have the one customer, I think I've lost a bunch of them, that was looking for some more grandma ones. So she's the one that I had mentioned in the last market video that I told her where I was going to be in December. So hopefully she'll come, because she did want another one that was for grandma. So I did more. These 3, the bottom are all the grandma beads, and then just various colors of beads at the top. And then I did one in cow, again, some neutral colors, just the browns and blacks and whites, and then one more kind of different style little cow one. So we have those ready. The big order that I am waiting for right now, I do have more silicone beads coming, as well as some glass beads. So I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last video. I started having people ask me about I don't know if you really call it a wristlet or what you would call it, but it hangs off of your phone. It comes through your phone case and it hangs off the bottom. So you can kind of just, same idea as these guys, you can just kind of loop it on your wrist and your phone hangs there. It's something to grab with your phone if you don't have your phone in a bag or purse or anything like that. So I have bought an abundance of beads. So I'm excited for those to come in, and that's the order that I'm hoping comes in by the end of this week, because I am off for the rest of the week after tomorrow. So tomorrow I just work half a day at my regular job, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it will give me some extra time to work on this stuff. I do want to try and get some Christmas shopping done with those days off. Friday is Black Friday, so there's going to be some decent deals going on. A lot of those deals have already started, so but I would like to just go out, get all my shopping done, and have it home so I can start wrapping. I don't know. What do you guys do? Are you one of those shoppers that do all the shopping at once? Do you shop little by little? Do you shop throughout the year? I know people that started their shopping back in April for the holidays. I find it very tricky to be able to do that. My kids are older. They're forever changing their minds. So I find it very hard to shop ahead of time. I would love to, but they have finally made up their minds. I'm still trying to get a list from our oldest son of some things that he might want or need. So yeah, let me know what you guys prefer. If you do all your holiday shopping all at once, are you a last minute shopper? Do you think ahead? I know people that already have everything wrapped and ready to go, and kudos to all those people. I wish I was that organized, but not quite. But yeah, so that was the first check-in, guys. I will check in a few more times between now and the end of this video as we get ready for this big market. We will see you all soon. Alrighty, guys, so check-in number 2 before our big market on December 6th. Today is Friday, November 29th, I think. I'm losing track of my days already. It is Black Friday, and we just recently got home. I honestly don't even know what time it is right now, but we have been out shopping since this morning. We dropped Connor off at school, and we immediately went into town and did a whole lot of shopping. The good thing is, a lot of my shopping and my Christmas shopping is done, which I am super relieved about. I have a little bit more to do, but that I can do here and there between now and Christmas. It's crazy to think that it's less than a month away already. I do not know where the time is going already. Yeah, it's the end of November. It's crazy to think about. I feel like it was just August and we're in the summer. But anyways, here we are. From the last time that I checked in on Tuesday, I've gotten a few more things done. Not a ton, but a few things that I just wanted to show you quickly. When I was showing you the jellyfish that I had finished with the Premier Basics multicolored one, which by the way, that color was Hummingbird, I had that little bit left and I thought it was going to be enough to do a turtle shell. It almost was, but not quite. But this is what we got done of the turtle shell. So like I said, most of it got done. I think it was just the last 2 rounds before this edging piece, because really this edging piece should be this multicolored shell as well. But I ran out. I think we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 rows done out of the 8 I think there is here in the multicolored before I ran out. So I just paired it with the green, which was the color I was going to do the fins in the head anyways, and it just kind of blends right in. But we got another one of these guys done. And I actually have another one started already, so I'm doing this again with the Premier Basics Brights, and then I'm going to pair this yellow. So this yellow is Banana. I'm going to pair it with the tie-dye color. So I think that'll be a fun combo for another turtle. So I'm going to get that one finished up today. Something else that we got done. So I had sold my snakes. I only had one for the last market that I did, and I did sell it. So we did up another snake just in some blue multi. This is the Sweet Snuggles Light in the multicolored blue and white. So finished off the skein of yarn with doing this one. I'm probably going to do one more snake in a different color. I just don't know what color I'm going to do quite yet. But that's one of those patterns that I love, that I can just sit back, watch TV. I don't have to do a lot of counting once you get past the head. There's really no increase, decrease. It just keeps going around until you're done. I choose to go, I do 100 rounds from the neck right to the tail. So that's just the length that I like. Seems to be a good length for anybody that wants to buy it. So that's done. We did start another type of bird. So this is a Cardinal. I'm sure you could guess that by just looking at it. Obviously not quite done yet. I still have to finish off the head feathers and the tail feathers. But we did get the rest of it done and sewn on the little feet. This is the same pattern as the bald eagle. It's the same pattern designer. So very, very similar. Everything sews on. Obviously, I still haven't got these guys done. I still need their feet and their little tail feathers, but everything else. And then the last bird that I think I'm going to do, so I'm going to do one more of these. This is the only one that I have so far. I'm going to do a couple blue jays. That way I have 2 of each bird to put on the table for the market. The blue jay is done by a different pattern designer, not by this one, but that one turned out pretty cute. And then, oh, another one that I've started. So I think I mentioned earlier in this video, or maybe the last video, that I hadn't done any capybaras previously, and I wanted to try and do one. So I found a pattern by the Friendly Red Fox, which is where I actually get my turtle patterns from, and I've done other patterns from them as well, and they always turn out really well. So I thought I would do the capybara from their pattern as well, and I don't know, I'm going to show it to you, but he's not turning out like their picture, and I will put a picture of what the pattern is supposed to look like, and you can see that when they've done the pattern, it definitely looks like they've used some sort of blanket yarn for it. I just used the Premier Plush for this one, and he is not looking like he's supposed to. He looks kind of funny. So from the front, he kind of looks cute. So we've got everything sewn on, so all the arms, the 2 arms, the 2 legs get sewn on. I don't have his ears on there yet. I have them ready to go. I just haven't, so obviously once they get sewn on, he'll look a little more like a capybara. But the snout's supposed to be long, and if I turn him this way, I don't know what that is, but that is not a long snout. And then you turn him around again, and he's got like this big booty. So he almost looks like a turtle. If you put him down and sploot him out, kind of looks like a turtle, not a capybara. So I don't know. It might just be because of the yarn that I made. I even went back thinking that maybe I missed a couple rounds to kind of make the snout longer. I did not. That's how the pattern was written, and it certainly does not look like the picture on the pattern. The only thing that I didn't do that they did in the picture was sink the eyes in, so I might still do that, but maybe that's where the face, where the nose comes out, but even if you do that, it still doesn't look right to me. But anyways, he's cute nonetheless. I'm still going to put him on the table and let him sew, but probably not going to attempt that pattern again for that one anyways. The other thing that I just wanted to mention quickly is, so when we did go out shopping today, of course I had to stop by Michael's. I didn't know what kind of deals they were going to have going on. So they had on all their yarn, it was buy two, get one free. I went in there for one skein of white. That's all I was going in there for. Is that what I walked out with? Absolutely not. I did get my one skein of white. So most of what I got was the Sweet Snuggles Light. Yeah, that's the white that I was going in for. I did get two of these because, like I said, buy two, get one free, which led me to getting another pink. So this is the baby pink. And then why stop there? I'm like, let's get more. So I don't have a whole lot of pinks at home, so I did get some more pinks. So I got this one. I've never actually used this one before. I've used the blue variation of this. So I got the pink, so it's light pink, dark pink, and a little bit of white in there. So then I got another pink. This one, again, it's kind of falling apart already because I was handling it a little crazy. But this is another darker pink that I haven't seen at my Michael's. It seems like we're getting more and more colors in, which is nice. I like the variety. Carmine Rose, I believe it's what it's called. So yeah, so darker pink. So I got that. So I figured those three, figure it's something to go make with those three. They will look nice together. And I got this purple. This is a deeper purple that I haven't seen. Meadow Violet is what this one is called in the Sweet Snuggles Light. So yeah, so I have the light purple in the Sweet Snuggles Light, so got the darker purple, make something up. I might make one of the crayons with that now that I have the two variations. Same thing with the pink. Might do that. And then I am starting to love the Bernat blanket. So this is the Bernat blanket Mystical in the green. I don't know what the actual color is called. See if fresh green is what this one is called. So I got two of these, and then I got this one. This was kind of hiding in the back. It was behind a beige color, and I saw it, and it was super soft as well. It's not the Mystical, it's just the Bernat blanket, and it's purple plum. So it's really nice, rich color. I actually thought it was burgundy at first, but purple plum. So I think I'm going to pair those two together because there's more projects, as always, that I want to do. And I think those are going to be perfect for an upcoming project. Again, another one of those projects that will probably happen after market season is over because it is a larger item and a larger project. So I'm excited to get into those. That's where we sit for now on Friday. I don't think we're going anywhere tomorrow or Sunday. Connor's gone to his friends for the weekend, so we're just home alone. So that'll be a lot of time to sit and make some more items and get ready for the market in just 1 week away. It's crazy to think it's only 1 week away, and I feel like I have so much to do still. But we'll check in 1 to 2 more times and see how much we can get done. See you soon, guys. Hello everyone, and welcome to the third check-in. It is already Friday. Tomorrow is actually market day. This week has just absolutely flown by, and I don't feel like I got as much done as I thought I was going to get done this week, but we did get enough done, I think. I have quite a bit of new stuff going with us tomorrow. The couple things that I did get done this week, and really a lot of it was done last week, and I did some of it during the week, but we got some more of the little chickens, not quite done, so we just have to get the red tops put on them. This I will probably do at the market tomorrow once I get all set up and ready to go. I should have some time before the market actually starts, so I'll get that done. Another thing that I had started, and again, just need to finish tomorrow while I'm at the market, I started a pink and purple bee, something a little bit different. So just need the wings on this one. Again, we'll do that at the market after we get set up. I did get one more turtle done. So we did a yellow one with the multicolored top that has the blue, orange, and white in it. So pretty cute. The other thing I wanted to show you too. So I did an order for new business cards because I think I had 2 or 3 left. And I did some new tags for all the plushies that I put on my table. So I was just using little itty bitty tags, handwriting the price on them. These ones have now my logo on them, and then just at the back I put a little warning on there just about the safety eyes in all the plushies, and then at the very bottom I still had a spot for the price so I can write the price down on the bottom. So I thought it looked a little bit neater than what I was using. To my surprise, they came in within 48 hours of me ordering them. They had given me like a week and a half lead time, and I got them in 2 days, so I was pretty excited about that. So I'll have to start putting those on all the plushies that I have the other price tags on them. I was able to get a big mallard done for this market. Little bit of a bittersweet one because this will be the last one that I make in this size. I don't have enough yarn to make another one, so I will make them again. I'll just make them with the bulky yarn instead of the super bulky yarn. So they'll work up a little bit smaller, but we'll still have them in the mix. This one's a little bit different just in this case of the beak and the feet. So I think in a previous video I had shown you, I had already done the feet, and this is the one that I had this little itty bitty tail left, but I didn't realize, I thought I had some more still at home, and I didn't have any more mustard, so I didn't have enough to do or anything to do his beak with. We can't get this anymore. So I went to Michael's and I just happened to notice this yarn on clearance for his feet and his beak. So it's not exactly the same color, very, very close to what the mustard color was, but it's heavy yarn. It was velvet yarn. So it's very soft and plush, a little bit more than what's on his body, but it's a very heavy yarn. So this mallard's got some weight to him. That is for sure. And one more thing that I made, and I wasn't going to make anything larger other than the big mallard. I knew I wanted to make one of those. I was just going to try and focus on small things until after market season. Then I would start work on some bigger things. But I found a pattern that I couldn't pass up making, and I think it turned out so cute. One of our favorite puppy dogs that we see on TV all the time. A little Snoopy dog. So I think he turned out super cute. I think I say that about any new pattern that I do, but it is a little bit bigger than I was gonna make for this week, but just with his big smile and his little eyes, I love him. He's fantastic. A lot of sewing on this one, so it did take a little bit of extra time, but it was worth it in the end. I will probably do this again. We'll see if this one sells either this market or the next market that I have coming up in a week's time from now. But I just couldn't pass up doing a Snoopy. And it's so funny because the pattern, when you see the picture, whatever yarn they're using, it fits in the palm of their hand. Well, I mean, I guess I could fit him in the palm of my hand. He's just super oversized in the palm of my hand. But really, really fun to do. Can't wait to get him on the table along with the other things. But that is it, guys. We are as prepped as we can be. We'll see how tomorrow unfolds. Hopefully it's busy. When this video posts, it will actually be posting on market day. So in 1 week's time, we will have the actual market day video for you. We will have, I'm hoping to get, video of the setup. We're in a bigger space, so it shouldn't be a problem for me to do that. As well as the overall, we'll do a recap and see how tomorrow goes. It is December. It's going to be busy. The mall should be hustling and bustling with lots of people in there. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, guys, I'm going to leave you off right here. Thank you, and welcome to all our new subscribers as well. Thank you for subscribing to these videos. I really appreciate it. Until next week, we'll see you later. Bye.